Okay, with Siyata Deshmaya, we are continuing Amud Yomi. We're in the middle of Chav Gimel Amud Aleph. Today is Chav Gimel Beis, so we got a lot to do. So we finished off with the drasha about preparing for Tefillah. Amar Rav Shmuel Bar Nachmini Amar Rav Yonasan Hanitzrach Lenakavov Harizali Spal. If you have to go to the bathroom, you shouldn't daven. Mishum Shenamar. It says in Amos, Hikol Nekrata Lokecha Yisrael, that you have to prepare yourself for tefillah with your nekiyas haguf. We had said this pasuk. This is just chazar what we did yesterday. Ba'amar Rav Shmuel Bar Nachmini Amar Samaydach Seven Kohela Shmor Raglcha Ka'asher Telech El Beis Elohim V'karov Lishmoa Matat Aksilim Zavach Ki Enem Yodim Lasot Ra. So the Gemara explains the pasuk. Shmor Atzmecha Shelo Techta. Watch yourself from not sinning. You shouldn't have to go to the Beis Elohim to bring a chatas for a kapara. And therefore what? V'im techta, but if you do sin, so then have a korban lefanai, bring a korban. The Gemara brings the pasuk of a karov lishmoa divrei chachamim. So amarava have a karov, be close lishmoa divrei chachamim. Why? She'im chotim, because if you sin, v'im korban v'osim tshuva. Right, when you bring your korban on the chait, you bring it from tshuva, like the chachamim, either that they tell you or the derech of the chachamim. Matat ksilim zavach, i.e., what does that mean? Al tehei ksilim, don't be like the foolish ones. Shechotim u'mivim korban, they sin and they bring a korban, ve'nosim tshuva, they don't do tshuva. And then the pasuk continues, kenim yodim lasos ra. The Gemara says, what do you mean? If they don't know how to do ra, yahachi, then they're tzadikim ninu. They're not ksilim. So the Gemara answers, Ella alti ksilim shechot imu mivim korban. Don't be like the ksilim that sin and bring a korban. V'enim yodim al tovai mivim, and they don't know if it's they're bringing like a toda or a shlamim, or if they're bringing on the raw, the chet mivim. Therefore, they don't do tshuva. That's what it means. Don't be like the ksilim. And therefore, Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu. Being tov l'ra inam avchinim, they don't know the difference in good and bad. They don't make that distinction. Ve'im mivim korban lefanai. What are you doing? The second part of the drasha, and that's the ksilim. So they don't know. They sin. They bring korban, but they don't know the. So just to read it, Ella again. I'll take ksilim shechotim mivim korban ve'im yodim mal tovai mivim o ala ra. They don't know if they're bringing like a korban toda or a shlamim or a ra. And that's why Kadosh Baruch Hu says, "Bein tov l'rai," and they're not mavchinim bring a korban lefanai. The Gemara continues and says, which is what this was going on, that in the name of Rav Ashi or V'itim Rav Chanina bar Papa Amar, what does it mean? Shmor raglcha kasher telech el beis ha'elohim shmor nekavecha. Right, watch when you have to go to the bathroom. That b'shah shatal made b'tefillah lefanai, i.e., make sure you take care of yourself before you go to daven, so you don't have to go to the bathroom in the middle of davening. That's what this pasuk in Kohelet chapter 4 is referring to. The Gemara continues about Hilchos Tefillah now coming into the bathroom. Tan Rabbanan nechnas lebeis hakisei, to go to the bathroom. Choletz tefillin berichok arba amos. Take off your tefillin from the distance of 4 amos bebeis hakisei v'nechnas. And then you can go in as long as you have a distance of 4 amos, and then you could put them on. Right? So one more time, Tan Rabbanan nechnas lebeis hakisei, to go to the bathroom. Choletz tefillin, you take your tefillin off. Berichok arba amos lebeis hakites v'nechnas, and then when you come back out, you again distance of 4 amos, and you put the tefillin back on. Amar Vacha bar Rav Huna, Amar Rav Huna, Amar Rav Sheshes lo shanu. This whole din that you got to remove it 4 amos before the beis hakisei. It's only by the beis hakisei kavua, which Rashi explains is there's excrement, yishsoa. Aval beis hakisei arai, that they haven't used it yet, but they're gonna use it, right? Then you could be choletz, and you can hold it in your hand, v'nifna la'altar, without the richuk of arba amos. Shuyotze, from there, after you've done your going to the bathroom, marchik arba amos manicha, mimnei sha'asa'o beit hakisei kavua, because you made it into a beit kisei kavua. The Okay. Next. So that's what Rav Sheshazet said. The idea of removing the Arba Amos in front of Beis Kisei is only Beis Kisei Kavua. But if it's Beis Kisei Arai that hasn't been used yet, and you're going to use it for the first time for Tzrachim Gedolim also, the Beit Kisei Arai, they explain it. What Rashi says is that we're not talking about a place that's miyuchad for Beit Kisei, but you're in the Sada and you want to go to the bathroom. That's the Beit Kisei Arai, as the Gemara is going to explain. Or like we had said, also another interpretation, Beit Kisei is miyuchad, but you're only doing it for tzrachim ktanim. So one of those two options. There's a Beit Kisei Arai. So by Beit Kisei Arai, you can be choletz to tefillin and hold in hands v'niftin la'altar even without the richak of Arba Amos. Ukshiyotze, from there, after you've done your tzrachim gedolim, then you're marchik Arba Amot, and then you're manicham neshak aso Beit Kisei Kavua. The Beit Kisei that we just said, that the Beit Kisei that we said you're being oisik with tzrachim gedolim. And now the Gemara is dealing with the tzrachim ktanim. Boilu, Maushi kanes adam b'tefillin on his head, the Beis Kisei Kavua that has soa, to go to the bathroom to urinate lashtin mayim. So the Gemara says Ravina shari, Ravina allows it. Bravad baramasna aser, he doesn't allow it. The Gemara brings this din in the name of Rava. Aser shaili, they asked him to Rava. Amlui says aser to go into Beit Kisei when the tefillin's still on. Because maybe maybe even though you decided to do only tzrachim ktanim, maybe you can do tzrachim gedolim. For Milah, and some people say it's also because maybe maybe you'll pass gas. Gemara brings a brisa within the tefillin of Beit Kisei, and where did you put it up? Where do you put them? Tanya idach. We have another brisa. Hanechlas lebeis Kisei kavua choletz tefillin berichuk arba amos before you go in. Menichin bechalon, you need to put in a window in the wall. Samach l'shusarab on the outside. V'nechnas, and you go in and kushiyotze again. Marchik arba amos. Manichan, that's divrei Beis Shammai. Beis Halomrim ochsem biyado, you hold it. V'nechnas, with into the Beit Kisei. Kiva omer ochsem bebigdo v'nechnas. Hold it in your beged v'nechnas. Beit Kisei. The Gemara says bebigdo sagadaydach. Right, you can hold it in beged. Right, then you're not. If you're, it's not sturdy. Sometimes you're gonna forget about it and it'll fall. The Gemara says no, that's not what I meant. Ima means together, beged and the yad together. V'nechnas. The brisa continues that within Rabbi Akiva manichin bechorin, and then you put it in the holes smucha the Beis Kisei like cubbies. V'lo yanichem bechorin of the smucha l'rishus harabim. Shem ha'idlu otam over your drachim, but over your drachim we're going to take a v'yavali dechshad because there was a ma'isa. But Talmud Echad, you don't leave it on the outside. Says Rabbi Akiva, because there was a ma'isa with Talmud Echad, sheniach tefillin b'chorin atzmuchan l'rishus harabim, ubas zona achas v'nit lost, and the zona took it. Ubas l'beis hamidrash v'amra, ro'u man nasanli ploni b'schari. Look what this bachar did as a sachar for the act of znus. Came shesham osa Talmud kach, all rosh hagag v'naf of mace, and he died. Ba'otashay iskinu she'ochsam b'bigdo, says Rabbi Akiva, that from that time they made the takana that you hold it b'bigdo v'yad v'nechnas, you don't put it on the outside. The Gemara brings a brisa of again more takanas that came on with this. Tan Rabbanan Barishona Yumanichim Tefillin Bechorim Hasmuchim Beis Kisei and Mivim Achbarim. Then the boy in Achbarim, the mice would come v'not l'nosam. Therefore, his kiddush Yumanichim Tam Bechalonot Hasmuchim L'Shasarad. And boy over Drachim v'not l'nosam, but then not the mice, but then over Drachim. Therefore, his kinu Ochsmiyot v'nechnas, hold it in your hand. Gemara brings what's the halacha? Amar Rab Miyashya Bereid Rabbi Shmuel Levi. The halacha is if you nichnas Beit Kisei Kavua golon, you have to wrap up with the ritzuos kimin sefer va'ochsam b'mino kinegel libo, that it shouldn't not in your derech beged, because again maybe it'll fall. So you hold it in your hand kineged your heart. Amar Rav Yosef Bar Muni Amar Rav Nachman Uvavad, as long as there's no ritzua of the tefillin that goes yotze mitachas yado b'shir tefach, because even the ritzuos have a kedusha. The Gemara continues, that which we've said till now is dafka bayom v'lo balayla. Amar Rav Yaakov Baracha Amar Rav Zera lo shanu, this whole din that you roll it up and you hold it in your hand. You come beis kisei ela kashiyeh shows bayom l'lavshan, only when you're gonna go put it back on, right before shkia, because they used to wear tefillin all day. You're not going to put it on again. Osalahem kimin kis of tefach umenichim sham. So then you put it into a bag, which has a halal of a tefach. So they would put it on the floor. They didn't have tables, so you had to make sure you have a halal of a tefach there, so it's not mamish on the floor. Amar Rav Chana, Amar Rav Yochanan bayom, when you take off the tefillin to go into the Beit Kisei, Golan commit sefer menichim biyado k'neged libo, like we said, for laila. When you're coming at home to put them away for the next morning, osalahem kimin kis of a tefach, as we said, and then you are manichan in order that it's not on the floor. Abai explains the din of kis tefach. Abai lo shanu, this din that you need a chal tefach alab kli shehu kilyan, the kli that's miyuchad for it, right? The tefillin bag, because then it becomes batal to it. Kli she'ino kilyan, that it's not miyachid for that, you just happen to put it mikreh. Even if it's pacham mitefach, it's chotzetz and mafsik between it and the karka. Gemara brings a raya for Abaye that a kli is chotzetz even if there is no chalal tefach. Amar Mar Zutra v'tim Ravashi teida sharei pachim. They had these kelim ketanim which were closed up with a tzamid patil. Matzilin bo olam meis. It makes a chatzitza of the olam meis, that which is in it, that it's not matami tumas olam meis, even though there is no chalal tefach. The Gemara continues a ma'isa within your tefillin beis hakisei. Amar Rav Chana ki hava azlina basrei the Rav Yochanan. I was going after Rav Yochanan ki hava boy lemeal, when he wanted to go into the beis hakisei, ki hava nokit sifra dagarata, when he would be machzik sifra agadot hayiv yoilan, he would give it to us before he went into the beit kisei. But ki hava nokit tefillin lo yavilan, because he said hold v'shur abanan, to hold it in your hand at the beis kisei, and you'll watch it over. So not run. It's going to watch over me. I'll come in with me and it'll watch over me from any mazikin, any demons. The Gemara brings a ma'isa of Rav Nachman or Rava ki hava azlina basrei the Rav Nachman ki hava nokit sifra dagarata yavlan. He'll give it to us, but ki hava nokit tefillin lo yavlan. He says whole v'sharu rabbanon nitratan. It's going to protect me. The Gemara continues in Dinei Tefillin, Tashmish Kedusha by Hesach Hadas. Tanu Rabbanon. Lo yochaz adam tefillin biyado, you shouldn't hold it in your hand. Not a sefer Torah bezro v'yispalo, because you're not going to be able to have kavana, because maybe you're afraid that it's going to fall. V'lo yashtin b'hen mayim, v'lo yishan b'hem. Again, you shouldn't urinate with them, you shouldn't sleep with them. Lo shinas kevel, lo shinas arai, because of Hesach Hadas. Amar Shmuel, sakin and ma'ot ukora v'kikar lechem haril chayotz b'hem. Again, you shouldn't hold this during davening, because you're afraid that it's going to fall, and you have a Hesach Hadas from your davening. Marov Rav Sheshes, the Gemara wants to know who's the halach like. Less hachasal ki amas nisa. The halach is not like the brisa that says you shouldn't be mashtin while tefillin's biyado, because that's shitas beis Shammai that said lo yikanes adam lebeis hakisei kavua ba'o tefillin biyado, right? And they had said even beis kisei arai kishemashtin, because the beis hillel he hashta beis hakisei kavua shari. If in a beis kisei kavua, beis hillel allowed it while the tefillin's in your yad, the beis kisei arai mibaya. So elavada, this brisa is not like the shita of beis hillel, and therefore we don't paskin la halacha of that following brisa that we had said of lo yashtin ba'ona tefillin biyado. Gemara's docha divrei Rab Sheshes, and we'll continue with that tomorrow.